Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 6 of the One of These Days podcast. As always, I'm joined by Jack.
Hey, Vsauce, Jack here.
Classic. Comedic,
Classic.
some would say. Not
It's
me,
very
but
funny. It's actually a reference to Michael from Vsauce's intro.
yeah. Who,
Actually, it's you'd have to be in on it to get it.
yeah, who would have seen that coming? Not me,
Yeah,
I can tell you that.
just
So,
throws an absolute curveball.
well, I mean, addressing the elephant in the room, really. This is the first time we've done a podcast in a week. Or over a
Mm,
week, 2 weeks. No, a week and a half.
yes.
Do you want to tell him what happened, Mister Tungib?
Okay. Well, I'll tell them what happened.
Yep.
The Wolves have won 2 games in a row. You ripper, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2 games in a row. Their season's back on track. Wang Hee-chan kicking 2 goals the other night. It's just a really great thing.
Yeah. Right. So that's why the podcast has ended because Wolverhampton have done something.
Yes.
And well, okay. Well, I mean, Jack, he's decided he's wanted to go on holiday for a full week. So
Mhm.
I was considering getting a new co-host because unreliable
Yeah.
can't be having that.
Yeah. So we had our scheduled week off.
Yeah, which I was unaware of until the couple of days before. But
Yeah.
we,
Yeah. It's
we
okay though.
digress. He's refreshed, as I believe, and he's ready to get back to business. We
Yep.
well, it was like last episode's title technically was almost correct.
People
So
might have thought it was true
yeah, well,
with that
geez,
week off straight after the grand final.
I thought it was true, to be honest. Like I was bricking it there for a minute, but
Yeah. But in
no,
case you don't know, the Melbourne Demon have won the flag
we have.
premiership, long 57 years, and Callum is ready and raring to go.
Yeah, more than happy to do the podcast now because that was looking grim
Mhm.
there for a while. So
Yeah.
we'll
No,
get
it's
to that
okay.
later though. So in the news, uh, right. So have you got any news apart from the grand final, uh, Jack?
Um.
Before I go on my little rant.
Oh, geez. I don't think there's much news, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a dull
Penrith
old week.
Panthers. Penrith Panthers won the NRL.
Yeah, bit flat over that. Not that I go for South Sydney, but I'd just much rather them win. So bit flat over
Really?
that. But yeah, we
Oh,
move.
that's big. That's big.
Yeah, it's rather unfortunate, really, because I'm quite obviously a diehard NRL fan. So yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
Sorry, my phone just went off there. Sorry
so
if you heard that.
so jeez,
Good to see some professionalism
yeah,
going on in the
he's come
podcast
unprepared.
studio.
No do not disturb. No nothing. He's just letting it ring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Sorry about
So
that.
in the news today, for what I've put down on my list of notable events during the week, we've had more than enough
Yeah.
time, and it's been a bit of a dry week. So I mean, kind of good luck. Not good luck. It was kind of useful to have that extra week. Otherwise, we might not have had this segment.
Yes, that's
Um,
very true. Actually.
okay, so we're not going too in depth into this because we don't like politics here on the One of
Mm,
These Days podcast. But
mm.
Gladys Berejiklian has quit as the New South Wales Premier, and so did
Yes.
the Deputy today.
Yeah.
So,
Fuzzy.
yep, they're gone. Dominic Perrottet is looking like he'll get leadership. So,
I don't fucking.
he's
How do you
he's
remember that guy's name? What the fuck?
I'm a avid Friendly Geordies watcher. That I'm not
Oh, mm.
I'm not saying anything more. Anyway, he was the former treasurer of the New South Wales. So, yeah,
What
it'll
do you
be
think of
interesting.
Mr. Perrottet?
I think he seems like an all right bloke. Not going to say he's a good politician. Not going
What
to say
did,
he's
what
not
did
a good
friendly
politician.
Geordies? What did friendly Geordies think of him?
He hasn't really said anything too much. So
No.
okay, we're getting too political, more political than we should be, which is not very political at all. But
It's
nonetheless,
just a hot topic, you know.
just a hot topic. You
We're,
got to discuss a little bit.
we're allowed to speak of this.
Anyway, it'll be
Next
interesting to
news.
see how that goes down.
Mm.
See if it goes the same way, which I don't know because I think the election will get them before anything else. But
Oh wow.
right. So
Wow.
now something that's confused me a bit is this new show called Squid Game has risen to popularity over the last 4 or 5 days, and I did watch a bit today, and I was kind of not baffled, but confused as to why it was receiving such critical acclaim.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it was a bad show; it was just a bit strange, and it was don't not like a top tier caliber show or anything, but yeah,
I haven't watched it, so
I'm not going to spoil.
I have no care.
Um,
I do not care for it one bit.
It's not care. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's a strange concept. And yeah, so
Well, you can talk about the concept. It's not a
it's a bit like a Hunger Games thing where they're like I don't know how to describe it. Like they're just locked away, kind of like they're signed some contract and they're locked away. This is in South Korea.
Korean.
And then they got to play a bunch of these like children's games, like I don't know, for example, like you have to watch it to understand, but
People go nuts over this Korean shit, man.
yeah, well, it's kind of like how I described it. The Hunger Games times a like a game show, so like it's a bit bizarre, but yeah, so it's kind of last man standing kind of thing, but yeah, I don't know how I feel on it at the moment. I'm about halfway through the series, so it'll be interesting to see how it wraps up. But no, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a reality show at first, but then it's turned out not to be. So that was a rude awakening.
That would be a bit illegal if it was a reality TV show, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Other news. Again, not going to give my opinion. Actually, no, I don't care. Get vaccinated. TF Kelly's had his first vaccination done.
Really?
Done. So yeah, big moves.
He's playing,
playing his role.
Have you had any side effects of this vaccination?
Had a sore arm today. That was about it.
That's not bad. That's probably the best you can get, I think.
Yeah, had some painkillers and then that cleared up. So that's
you get some spiky thing in your arm. It's only to be expected. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, all the best. Hopefully, I don't kick the bucket at the next one. So
let's see how this second vaccination goes until we jinx ourselves here.
Should be all good, touch wood. But yeah, okay. Geez, I've made a mistake there. Anyway, okay. Now the big news of the week. I believe you are unaware of this, and I was unaware of this until I unironically visited this website. TF Cal, the man himself, has been reposted on Pink Floyd's Circle Jerk. Wow.
Really?
And it wasn't me. So.
Really? How many likes did it get?
Last time I checked, it was about 150, maybe.
Normie.
So yeah, geez, I couldn't believe it. It was me. Yeah.
We'll see some of the comments in our favourite segment later on, and that'll be fun.
Yeah, I've definitely peaked, but
this is the height of his career.
That was not. But the highlight of my life at this current point was Melbourne winning the premiership. Whoa! So not only does that mean it's Melbourne have done it. We've broken the 57-year drought, as you said before, and I get to keep the podcast going. So that's fun because
great.
It's looking a bit grim there in the second quarter again, as I said. But so Petrarca Norm Smith, what did you think of that? I think that was one of the great games.
Yes, it was good.
Final. It was quite exceptional.
I thought it was deserving. Bailey Fritsch probably got close, but I feel Bailey Fritsch was he did score a few goals when the game was done and dusted. I guess.
I think he changed the momentum, so that was a bit bit of a.
It was obviously good. I think Petrarca was a little bit more important.
I think Petrarca had more of an influence on the game. Fritsch kicked goals,
but we won by more. It was won.
We won by more than 6 goals, so I mean, I don't think it really would have mattered. Well, actually,
midfield was where it was won. He did change the tide, but the midfielders did everything.
He changed the momentum, but Petrarca and Oliver and all that mob just really secured it for us. So that was nice. The comeback, wow, what a! I wouldn't say it was a massive comeback, but the start of the third quarter,
in the AFL, that is a massive comeback nowadays.
Well, yeah, trying to swiftly move past the fact that Melbourne, not the first comeback we've had this year. I won't mention the other one for certain sensitive reasons. But
relevant comeback.
Yeah, a relevant comeback. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I stopped watching at the start of that third quarter, so I was just I was beside myself. Couldn't watch it. Couldn't bear to see my D's be absolutely hammered by the dogs, and it was tough to watch. And then suddenly I turn it back on, and we've done it. Like, I can't believe it. So that was
Can I
nice.
bottle this stuff?
I think
I
that was
believe you just turn off the TV when your team's losing. This is disgusting.
well. Look, you turn off the TV and hope something will happen while you're off, and in this case it did. So I was kind of
Oh,
because
there we
that
go.
was probably the best third quarter of football I've ever seen in a footy match. It was
Like just out of like
just
enjoyment, like
out
how
of
good it
enjoyment,
was.
and I think just out of like they changed the game in two spans of 30 seconds. So I mean,
Maxi Gorn flops for a free kick, and the game, the tide of the game changes.
well, we are
Wow.
getting to that. So well, my main question was, did anybody actually want the Bulldogs to win? You said you did, but then you later admitted you're a D's man at heart. So I don't think
Yeah,
anybody.
I was doing a little bit of trolling. We like to
Yeah,
troll.
well, bit of a troll, Jack Bray. But
Yeah.
no, I don't think anybody legitimately wanted the Bulldogs to win. Like, not that
What
they'd done
about
anything
Bulldogs
wrong.
fans?
Well, yeah, but even though I think they had a bit of D's bias. But and then
I
there was
think they
also the
did.
factor of I don't think anybody, or not anybody, I didn't think we would actually win. I was just fully prepared for a loss. I was, yeah, it was it was a dark day before we won. So
The question is, are the Demons the real deal?
well, I mean, we've won a chip, so I think we're pretty real. So.
But are they the real deal for an
Uh,
MCG grand final?
yeah, well, I don't know. That'll be the thing. Might have a premiership hangover. Don't know. Kind of did it in 2018, but we didn't win the premiership, so that was a little bit different. Got flogged in Perth. So,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I'm gonna mention a name here, and
Yes.
it was despicable how underlooked they were. Angus Brayshaw. He played one of the great games in a grand final I've ever
There
seen.
weren't many bad performances apart from Isaiah Pickett. So
Oh, jeez. He did a lot of off the ball work though. I think he didn't get the touches down. It
yeah,
was
he
just
wins the Gary Rowan medal probably.
jeez, rough.
Um,
Yeah, well,
well, I think we better swiftly move on
one
to
more. Okay,
our
one more
next
thing.
music-related segment,
Okay, we
where
will.
you
We're
start
just.
talking about the greatest day of your life.
It was the greatest day of my life. I was couldn't believe it. And the Caleb Daniel flex fail was rather
Hey, that was
amusing.
the biggest flop from Max Gorn.
It was a massive flop, and then he decided to go big man on it, and then they from that point on it was 7 points to 100 points. So it didn't age
Yeah,
well. But
I feel people probably overanalyze that a bit too much.
I would you not? Would you not?
It was a great
It,
thing to do from Caleb Daniel. You
oh,
know, it was
shit.
great to see.
Wow, can't believe this. Anyway,
Mm.
okay. Getting off the AFL for a bit, because nobody who listens to this podcast actually likes AFL. I'm quite sure. But so last week, or not like 2 weeks ago now. Wow. We gave each other an album to listen to as per usual, and we would review that. Jack gave me Wheels of Fire by Cream, and I gave Jack Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds self-titled album. So we've both gone away, reviewed them, and now we've got the results. So would you like to go first, or shall I?
I feel I can go
I
first.
think you can. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm excited for this.
So I got Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds, his debut solo album. I guess it's a solo, is it? Sort of.
Yeah.
Solo? Would you call it?
Yeah, it's his solo stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Good. So I think it's a nice album, and it's a good start to his solo career. There's some actually songs I really like on this album.
Oh yes, that's what I'd love to hear.
I won't spoil it.
Okay, cool. Jeez,
Compared to Who Built the Moon, which I listened to before this album, which you also recommended to me for this segment,
Yeah,
I like the production a fair bit more.
yeah. It's not a wall of sound, this one.
No, even though I think it's not a wall of sound, but there are some good strings parts in this album. You know, a bit of you know, string sections.
Yeah.
I feel like there's some strong areas of that. There's a few good guitar parts on this album, guitar riffs, in particular, Soldier Boys and Jesus Freaks.
What a title. Jeez, that is... who thinks of this stuff? Well, Noel Gallagher, obviously, but I mean...
Yeah, he probably does think it. And I can Stranded on the Wrong Beach have some nice guitar parts. And the best song for me is Soldier Boys and Jesus Freaks, which I mentioned before. I think it's a nice song.
Nice song.
Would you agree? Got a nice trumpet solo.
It's a good song. Not my favorite on the album by any means.
What's yours?
It's If I Had a Gun, I reckon, or Everybody's on the Run. One of those two. They're both up there for
Okay.
me.
I gave If I Had a Gun 7.5 out of 10.
Whoa.
Everybody's on the Run a 6 out of 10.
Jeez, that's rough.
Yeah. I didn't think Everybody's on the Run was that great. I thought it was like a bit repetitive.
Wow.
For me.
Yeah,
And the
well,
worst song was Dream On.
yeah, okay. I see what you, yeah. It's probably
I don't
my
think
least
I
favorite.
don't think it's not necessarily a bad song. It's just not good. I guess it's not. It's not my cup of tea.
I don't think there's a
Like it's
bad song on the album. Personally, it's a 10-10 album for me. But yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, a bit of a
We're just
stretch for you. But yeah,
giving out 10-10s willy nilly here.
no, oh yeah. Well, I mean, that's warranting it. It's beautiful.
Oh, jeez. All right.
It's a
Yeah.
work of
Okay.
art.
Okay.
Anyway.
Overall, I'm giving this album a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, I'll take that. Yeah.
A bit
So
of Noel Gallagher.
bit of yeah. So
Noel
well,
Gallagher.
I can make you a promise that I won't be recommending Chasing Yesterday rather, which is his
Yes.
second album, because I'm not a fan of that album particularly. So
Really?
yeah, and you won't be getting a third one because that'll be a low point for me.
Wow.
So I was asked to review Wheels of Fire rather, by Cream.
Yes.
Album from 1968. Right. So okay. Do you want me to go track by track, or do you want me to just give it a bit of an overall summary? Because
You can just give it an overall summary.
okay. So I think it was probably good for the time that it was made.
Oof.
It hasn't aged very well though. I don't think
Wow.
it feels very outdated. But I mean, it's Clapton, so I mean, you can't really go wrong.
How
But,
so? How so does it feel overrated?
it's not outdated. It feels very
Outdated,
outdated.
sorry, outdated, sorry.
I think just the sound, like the Beatles have aged, like even their sound has aged a lot better than this has. I think there's no nice way to say it. It's not amazing in terms of originality. It all sounds pretty similar. Not to say I'm not a fan of the similar sound. Like I think the overall sound's pretty decent, but
My boy, Catfish in the Bottle, and one with Cocoon on it. 10 out of 10 album.
wow, jeez, yeah, okay.
Right, so that was a low blow.
That is slander. Can't be having none of that.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah, right. So, the highlight of this album, it's a live track, and it's not the one that you recommended actually, or
Wow.
you not recommended, but the one you
Wow.
sang your praises to. It was Spoonful. That was
Wow.
I thought that was quite a groovy song. I've put it in the notes. I've put liked the mellow vibe. Too long, however, which I agree with. It was 16 minutes, but
What do you think of White Room?
I think it was definitely the single of the album. Like it was quite obvious it was the like child of the album, if you know what I mean. It was like the held high song. I've given it a 7 out of 10. I didn't think it was anything incredible, but
Jeez, that's a controversial opinion.
but
People
it was
fucking love
solid.
White Room.
I've gone yeah. However, I've given I say Spoonful was probably the best of the three, but I've given three tied for the first. I've gone for Spoonful, Crossroads, and where's the third one? It's and Born Under a Bad Sign. I think they're all pretty decent
Very
songs.
fair.
So and the weakest link by far for me was Press Rat and Warthog. That was just
no! What have you done?
That was dreadful. That I couldn't stand that.
No, why would you do this? Ginger Baker. He's just talking about some bloody shop. Well, it's a good song.
In my notes, I've gone spoken word kind of cringe. So yeah,
wow,
it's a bit rough. But I've also realised I've also given it a 4 out of 10, and there's another song with a 4 out of 10, which is Train Time, and I've gone it's a bit yeehaw. So
right, Train Time's alive. I don't even remember what Train Time sounds like.
It's all over the shop, and not a fan.
No. I didn't know whether to make you include the live songs or not, because
well, you're lucky I did, because
Spoonful and Crossroads are the two good live songs, and Train Time and Torrid aren't great.
Yeah, well, all I've put for Torrid is I've gone 6 out of 10 and drums.
Oh, sorry, I gave you a double album, by the way. Sorry about that.
Oh, jeez, that's all right. Well, yeah, no, I didn't think it was a bad album. I just think there were definitely weak points and there were definitely high points.
Yes,
but yeah, I think the high points probably outweighed the low points. I was definitely a fan of Spoonful.
Okay.
Lucky I did end up listening to the live parts because I found two of my favorite songs on the album from there. So
Yep.
overall, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. I think it was a decent album. Some of the worst songs probably prevented it from being higher, uh,
Oofed.
as opposed to other albums, because I think I genuinely rather, think
Yes.
that the bad songs were bad instead of like not being a bad song on the album. I think the bad songs were actually bad this time. So,
Jeez, I
uh,
like Press Rat and the Warthog a fair bit,
oh
so
wow, jeez.
actually on my Vibes Spotify playlist. So,
Oh god,
jeez.
okay, jeez, I've just offended every follower of the Vibes playlist.
Yeah,
So,
all two of them.
all
You've,
two of
you've
them.
just,
Jeez.
anyway,
Anyway,
we better
okay.
recommend each other
So,
our albums.
yeah, as always, we recommend an album as well. So, Jack, do you want to uh,
Yes.
give
Um,
us the recommendation?
yes. So my album, I don't know how much you like this artist.
Oh,
I
oh
don't know
no.
if you've
Oh,
listened to this or
jeez.
not. It's The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars by David Bowie.
Okay, I like Bowie, but I haven't listened to that album in full.
Right,
I
good,
might have heard a
good,
couple of the songs, but I haven't listened to it in full. So
good.
I'm going in very optimistically for this one. I'm looking
Yes,
forward to
this is a
this.
ripper album.
I've heard only good things, so I mean I'm looking forward. Bowie, obviously. I mean one of the greats.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Right for mine, that I'm going to recommend you. I've given you a bit of a curveball here,
Yep.
because I don't think you even think I really know who this is. Or listen to it, listen to him.
Yeah.
Okay, gender reveal. Wow. Um,
Oof.
and if you watched my TikTok yesterday, you might have a fair indication of who this might be.
All right.
The album is "Wanted on Voyage" by George Ezra.
Okay. Fair enough.
So
Fair
yeah,
enough.
I don't know if this is his first album. It's definitely one of his earlier ones. It's from 2014, I think. It's and
Yep.
yeah, I'm quite a fan of
What's
this, I'll say.
what's the most popular of this
I'd
album?
say it's
Is
probably
it Budapest?
yeah, well, yeah, it's Budapest. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I just didn't know if Budapest was on this album.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure it's on this album. If it's not, then I've failed.
Well,
Yeah,
let's confirm this.
I'm 99.9% sure it's on this album. Now
I
that you say it.
trust you.
So
Wanted on Voyage. Yes, it does have
okay,
Budapest and Barcelona.
yeah,
Oh,
that's the other one I like, and Blame It on Me. So I'm giving it away
place name
early, but
songs.
they're the uh, they're the highlights for me. Anyway,
Love a bit
so
of place name songs.
yeah, place name songs. That's what TFK was doing, and it flopped horrifically.
Yes.
So
Did it? Oh.
yeah, God, it was terrible.
I think this guy likes Oasis though.
Yeah, well, yep, that's it.
That was the. Was that the Pink Floyd one, or was that the? What did I comment on that video?
I don't know.
Yeah, I said I think this guy likes Oasis
Probably
because he had Noel
Oasis.
Gallagher. Close enough.
Yeah, Liam Gallagher. I'll have you know. Thank you very much.
Oh, same thing. Same thing. Anyway.
Oh, jeez, this is offensive. Okay, anyway, moving on. So this week we've adopted a new segment. We've dropped the album, the discography ranking,
Yes.
mainly because we didn't have time, and
Yeah, and we're running out.
we're running out, slowly running out before we
Oh,
all
I
have
don't
to.
know what we could have suggested, to be honest.
Yeah, well,
Both of us would
we
be able to do.
we didn't really put much thought into it. We just said let's just drop it for this week, and maybe, possibly come back stronger.
Might return.
Might return.
Yeah.
No, not
We've got
confirming anything, but you never know.
Yes.
So
It may return one day. Might
what-
not be next episode, but it could be one day.
could be one day. Maybe a guest
Yes.
return, special edit. So what we've done this week instead, we've taken inspiration from my TikTok, and we've gone the top 10 songs of something. So we've got a topic. In this case, it's 10-minute plus songs, and we've had time to go down and look for our top 10-minute plus songs, and we've ranked them 10 to 1 from our from obviously 10 being the lighter side to 1 being your favorite. So not like if it's made a 10, it's a pretty good song anyway. So I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say bad, but
It's not. It's not ranking. It's
just
10.
it's your top 10. So it's not like saying this is the worst of the best. It's saying here's my top 10. Number 1's the best. Number 10 is, you know what I mean. Anyway,
Yep.
okay. So,
Right, you know.
number 10. Do you want to go first? Or do you want to?
Yes, I will go
Okay.
first. I
Okay.
do tend to go first in these lists
What do you think?
things.
What do
So
you think the chances that one of us will actually get one aligned? I think it might
yes,
be
I
pretty
know that
high.
our number one will be aligned. I feel I know what
Okay.
you're gonna have for number one.
Okay. I think we're safe here then. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So my number 10 is Inagata Davida by Iron Butterfly.
Wow. That's a big word. Or a,
Yes.
uh,
Well, actually, it's fun fact behind this song. It's called Inagata Davida because they got really drunk and it was supposed to say in the Garden of Eden, but
no.
they were
I
really
watched.
drunk.
True story. I watched some video on this. I don't remember what it was, but I saw that the other day. So there you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh, well,
I found that quite amusing.
it's,
So
well, it's a
sorry. Yeah,
classic song.
classic song. There you go.
This song, you can't go wrong. It's just it starts, pretty rock,
Yeah, pretty rock. Yeah.
hard rock, and it goes into this crazy experimental sort of thing in the middle, and then they return at the end with their classic riff and Inagata Davida. It's good.
There you go.
Good.
Okay, easy peasy. Number 10, I've gone for "The End" by The Doors.
Oh
Um,
yes, nice.
yep. Didn't nobody expected a Doors pick from me.
Yeah, no,
Not
I did
the
not expect
biggest
this.
Doors fan in terms of I don't know any of their stuff really. "The End" probably being the one of the few songs I know. But
Yes,
I mean, yeah. So it's "The End." I don't know. That sounded grim. No, it's
it's the end.
it's the end. No, yeah, I don't know. I found this a bit challenging to find 10-minute plus songs that I actually enjoyed. So, I feel like this didn't scrape into the list because I feel like it was a bit of an obvious pick. Anything in the top 10 could have really made it, but
Yeah.
yeah. So that's what I've got for number 10. Number 9.
Okay, I've got "In My Time of Dying" by Led Zeppelin.
Okay. Zeppelin,
Uh,
obviously. Zeppelin. You're a big fan, so I'm assuming you probably uh, would have known this before actually doing any
yeah.
research. So,
Well, it's actually I don't really love this song, but it is
oh,
a
jeez,
good song. It's a good song, and
bit
it's
of
in my list
bit of Zeppelin
because
bias.
it's 10 minutes. There's not a lot of 10-minute songs in the world that are really to
That
my
have really
taste.
really
So
seen the light of day even. So,
yeah, no. This "In My Time of Dying" is still a good song. It's not. It's probably one of the weaker ones on the album. Actually, no. What is it? A fucking Physical Graffiti. There's a few
good album.
filler, bits of filler on Physical Graffiti though, so it's probably not one of the weak ones. It's yeah, it's a good song.
Fair enough. Okay. Apologies if I screw this name up. I am quite illiterate when it comes to some of these names. Voodoo
Mm-hmm.
Chili or Chile by
Ah,
Hendrix. So,
very nice.
I mean, it's Hendrix. You can't really go wrong with a bit of him. So, don't think it was anything groundbreaking. It was no Watchchild. Not even the best song that starts with Voodoo by him. So I mean,
Yeah.
but no, yeah, no. For 15 minutes, he's done quite well to actually keep me engaged. So, yeah,
Hmm.
number 9. Okay,
Nice,
so
nice.
number 8. What have you put?
This one might be a bit of a weird one. It's
Mm,
Sister Ray by the Velvet Underground.
okay. Uh,
Uh,
yep.
yeah, I like this song. It's 17 minutes actually, so it's a bloody long one.
Jeez, yeah.
Um, I think it's about fucking drag queens or something. I can't remember, but it's 17 minutes. It's
Yep.
has a funny thing in it. It's what is it? There's something funny in it. To find it.
Quite a humorous song. Would you
No,
say?
no.
No.
Let me find the funny lyrics in it.
Oh no.
Oh,
Jeez.
yes.
Doesn't even
Is he
remember.
sucking on his ding dong? Is that
Oh,
funny?
gee
Funny
whiz.
line.
God, that's
Yes.
not very PG for us. Wow.
No. So, what do you mean, PG? I say bad words all the time, Cal. Come on.
Yeah. Well.
Anyway, that's my number 8. It's pretty catchy as well. It's a very long story, I guess. Sort of thing. I think
Oh,
it's
ow, my
sort of
knee.
spoken word. I don't know.
Sorry if you heard that, listeners at home. I
Oh, you've
just
got a cramp.
smacked my knee on my
Oh
desk.
no.
It's terrible.
Oh, rough.
Okay,
I didn't even hear anything.
oh, jeez, silent. Thanks, Shaw,
We heard a big bang.
for the sensitive microphones.
Alright.
Okay, number 8. I've gone for "Sheep" by Pink Floyd.
Yes.
That was, I mean, Don't know what you want me to say about this.
It's 10 minutes. It fits the bill.
Fits the bill. It's Pink Floyd, so I mean, it was probably going to be destined to make it on here.
Yeah, Come McBride, #1 Animals fan, as everyone knows.
Yeah, I'm actually coming through on Animals. So as I've said to you before this started, but
Yes.
let's see how it holds up. Anyway, so Sheep number 8, number 7. What have you got?
Oh, my #7 is pretty similar to yours. Mine is Pigs, Three Different Ones by Pink Floyd.
Oh wow.
It's a good song. I like the talk box sort of solo sort of thing, whatever it is.
Yeah.
He talks. It makes noise. It's pretty funny. It's pretty epic.
Pretty epic.
Yep.
Jeez. I've
Is
gone
this
for
the Haha Charade You Are one?
Haha Charade. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So
Yeah,
familiar.
good song.
Yeah.
Solid. Very solid.
Made a TFL TikTok the other day, so we're moving up in the world, Animals.
Hey. Thank you, Animals, for producing a bunch of 10-minute songs so we can put on this list.
Yes, not filler on this list at all. Definitely not.
Yes.
Okay, number 7. I've gone for Achilles' Last Stand by Led Zeppelin.
Very nice.
Yeah, standard. I'd say probably from 5 up is where it starts getting good. Really good. 10 to 7. 10 to 6 rather. Still good, but I mean probably not favourites of mine. But they obviously fit the narrative. Yeah, Achilles' Last Stand, number 7. Think it's
Nice.
pleased the Zeppelin fans, Jack included.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Well, number 6. What have you got?
I've got the End by the Doors. Isn't that fun?
Oh wow, jeez.
Yes, number 6 for me. This is a great song. This is one of my favorite Doors songs ever. I'm surprised you even fucking knew the End, which I'm very glad you did know.
Yeah, jeez, that was pulled that out of my had a cut. What's the saying?
Yeah, you threw a curveball.
Threw a curveball.
Threw a curveball. Yeah,
it's been full of curveballs. George Ezra. Now the Doors. What next?
At the end, how good's the end? It's just got some bloody weird little keyboard things going on. He says, "This is the end.
This is the end." Anyway,
is it the end, my friend? Is that it? I hope it is. Otherwise, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, this will be.
You have to confirm this, because otherwise, I'll be embarrassed for the rest of my life.
Yeah, this might end the podcast if he's got this wrong.
If my fucking microphone, mouse wants to work. Sorry, going shambolic again.
Wow, this is. Jeez, off.
Oh yeah, no, it's this is the End, my only friend. So I've close enough.
Jeez. Okay, I'm not going to accept that honestly. I think you've should know that if you've got it number 6.
No, it's about my personal thing, and I'm not embarrassed anymore.
He's not embarrassed. He's proud to get the lyrics wrong to the end.
Yeah. No, I'm close enough.
Okay, fair enough. Number 6 are gone for Maggot Brain by Funkadelic. I can appreciate this song as a basis. I saw Flea do this, and I that's how I really first found out about it.
Yep.
And yeah, just saw it from his perspective, and it kind of awoken. That's not a word. Awoke. No. What's the word? We need an English. We need an English shooter on site for this podcast.
Yeah, we need just some sort of.
It opened my eyes to this piece. I'd say. No, I don't know.
Right, anyway.
So number 6, yeah, take that as you will. Now number 5 and up is where I can give you a good description on the songs. I'd say. So
Okay,
number 5, what have you gone for?
Number 5 is a very big favorite of mine. I think this is actually top 5 are all actually like very great songs in my opinion.
Likewise here. Yeah.
Yes. So I've got I Heard It Through the Grapevine by CCR, a great cover that goes for 10 minutes. I'm so glad it goes for 10 minutes so I can add it in this list. It is a bloody banger song. The bass line's awesome. The fucking bass drumming's awesome. It's just a bloody good song. The vocals, everything. It's just so good.
If this segment had gone for 9 minutes or 8 minutes or 7 minutes particularly, we would have been in luck. But the fact that it's 10 minutes has just absolutely just cucked me for knowledge of these songs. So
yeah,
I can't show the raw passion that you've shown. But number 5 for me, I've gone for Adam Hartmother. The full song. Yes, I've gone for that. Probably not the best song on the album. Even I mean, underrated album in my opinion. Pink Floyd don't like this, which is strange because
Mm.
I think this is a bit of a work of art, honestly. Um, but yeah, no, I like the actual song. Uh,
Yeah.
once it actually gets going, like up in the towards the end, it's quite nice. But yeah,
Yes.
is it? I mean, 23 minutes. It's a bit of a task, but um, yeah, no, it's worth it, I'd say. So if you
Yeah.
are listening, or listening, looking for suggestions, then
Definitely an
uh,
interesting experience.
yeah, it's one way to spend half an hour of your life
Yeah.
listening to Pink Floyd. There you go. Okay,
Yeah.
number 4.
Number 4 for me is "On You Crazy Diamond" uh,
Oh,
by Pink
jeez.
Floyd.
Ow. Oh,
Which
that
what?
oh,
What's number 4?
that
That's not
hurts.
bad, mate.
That hurts. That
What?
hurts. That is painful.
What?
Yeah. Jeez.
Jeez. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
that is, yeah. Ow.
no, I'm including "On You Crazy Diamond" every single part. So this is the whole what
Whole kick
fucking
caboodle. Yep.
yeah, the whole caboodle. Yeah, this is just a very solid classic song. People think of 10-minute songs are over 10 minutes. They will most likely think of this song as one of the first ones. So, just a classic song that most people would love.
Jeez. Number 4 hurts. That hurts.
It's no, you don't understand.
I
You don't
do. I
understand.
do want to. It hurts. It
What do you
really hurts.
mean?
It really hurts.
You better not have this at number one.
It hurts. It hurts a lot. That's all I'm saying.
Uh,
Okay. Before I give away too much, number 4 is "All Around the World" by Oasis. Not a big fan of this song. Is old Jack Bray. He's openly slandered this song. Too
yeah,
long, which I
classic
which
song
I tend to
still.
agree with, but I think it's kind of just like listening to the song on repeat 3 times in a different key. It's pretty good, I reckon. Uh,
Have you got this over the end by the Doors? This is
ma-
honestly just
well, okay.
unbelievably
When you're an
disgusting.
Oasis diehard like I, then you would understand that this is. Well, I had to include it somewhere because I mean I feel like I haven't been showing Oasis enough love of late, and it just happens. This is their only 10-minute song, and it's a song that I like. So, I mean, it's top 4. Uh, might be a bit risky, but I'm
Yeah,
happy with
people are
that.
gonna be throwing bricks in our windows now, Cal.
Yeah,
Now
this
you said
is
that.
can't go out in public. I'll be publicly mobbed, and I'll just yeah.
Yeah,
All Around the World at 4 is just so controversial. It'll ruin me.
yeah. Well, better move
Anyway,
swiftly on.
swiftly moving on to number 3. What have you got?
This is a bit. I've thrown a bit of a curveball. My number 3 is "Funeral for a Friend" / "Love Lies Bleeding" by Elton John.
Wow.
This is
Jeez.
a bloody good song.
Elton John. Wow, didn't expect
Yes,
that.
no, you don't understand. This is a bloody good song. The first time I heard it was on the way to the Elton John concert, and I was just like I was just listening to Elton John songs. This came on shuffle. It was just unbelievably mind blowing. And then when I got to the Elton John concert, he actually played this song, and it was just
Oh,
friggin'
wow.
awesome as well.
Jeez. Wow.
So, yeah,
I never knew you went to an Elton John concert. There you go.
yes,
Wow.
I've been to an Elton John concert. It was a great concert.
When was
They
this?
played this song, 2019, just before
Oh,
COVID, actually.
jeez. There you go. Wow.
Yes,
Big Elton John fan. Didn't expect that.
yes, Elton John #1 stan.
I think the biggest band I've seen play is the Wiggles. That was
Yes, me too.
quite exciting. So yeah,
Yeah, but
jeez.
I left the Wiggles concert because I was scared that they were going to make me come up front and do something. And I don't think they ever do that, so I don't know why I was scared of that.
Well, yeah, jeez, terrible stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, my number 3 I've gone for "Dogs" by Pink Floyd. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I've definitely come through on this song of late. Kind of, I like the message behind it more than anything. I think the whole album really, but "Dogs" in particular, I think it's got the best
We live in
lyrics.
a society, 5-minute guitar solo.
Yeah, bit of that, but no, yeah.
You can't go wrong with "We live in a society," 5-minute guitar solo.
It's yeah, it's just yeah, it's what it is really. Yeah,
Yes.
I am a big fan. Big fan. Slowly getting creeping up my list. So yeah, if you're a Dogs fan, then you're welcome. Um,
Yes.
Right, number 2.
I've got Achilles' Last Stand by Led Zeppelin. So
Wow,
it's
jeez.
just very solid, very
Yep,
very good song
yep.
on a pretty mediocre album, and it's got some really great parts. It's particularly the I don't know what you call it, maybe the machine gun drumming. It sort of sounds like machine guns, I guess. Or
Wow, what a way to describe it. Wow, machine guns. Yeah, yeah,
that. So
yeah.
there you go.
The
I don't know what you
military,
really
the
call it.
military drumming, I'd say.
Yes, just a really great song, and then it
Yeah.
drops off after that.
Wow, jeez.
It's all downhill from there.
Wow, that's rough. Number 2.
Yeah.
We had this coming. It was "Shine On You Crazy Diamond."
Oh, thank God.
More
Okay.
specific. More specific. Well, we all know what number 1's going to be. Well, me and you know, but
I was getting
um,
worried that this was going to be
no.
number one.
"Shine On You Crazy Diamond."
Wow.
I particularly like the message behind this. Obviously for Sid Barrett. This is his little tribute song.
Hmm.
So yeah, that in particular. And I mean, it's 13 minutes, and it's all like every second's enjoyable. It's not like one dull moment.
Very
It's
true.
yeah, it's all good. The lyrics were good, the message was good, and most importantly, really, the instrumental was good because you're not gonna have 13 minutes of lyrics. So I mean, it's important you have actually got a good instrumental part to go with it. So and that more than fulfilled this. I'm more
Yeah.
specifically talking about parts 1 through 5, but the other parts
Yeah.
aren't too shabby either. But no, yeah, number 2
Yeah.
probably could have been number 1, but I mean, I feel like it was a bit of a toss up. I'm probably more of a fan of number 1 at the moment than I am number 2, but
Yes.
number 2
I
overall,
have to
I'd say.
agree.
So okay, well, number 1, to absolutely nobody's surprise, do you want to say it on the count of 3?
No, I just need to find a funny song.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
10
Okay.
minutes to say instead of this number one
Okay.
song. Hang
Okay.
on.
We'll
I
wait.
forgot to do that.
Wow, that's
Okay.
poor planning from you. Have you got one? No.
No, let me think. Let me think.
Have the Wiggles made a 10-minute song?
I wish they did.
Wow, gee, 10 minutes of groovy.
Okay, what the fuck? Why is it coming up with Runaway by Kanye West? That's not... What?
That's only 9
I'm
minutes and
looking
48 seconds. This is
at...
terrible.
Uh,
Big fruit. No,
okay.
listen to Fruit Salad on repeat 4 times.
No.
Fruit salad.
This is
Wow,
disaster, Cal. This is disaster.
Wow, he's throwing hard.
Okay. Yep. Okay, I've got it.
Okay. Number 1 to absolutely nobody's surprise. Dun dun la. This is
Desolation Row by Bob Dylan.
That's not. Oh God, that was a stinker. We've had a stinker here.
I couldn't think of
I
like
sincerely
it's hard, man.
I sincerely
I'm under the
apologize
pump.
if you lose.
I'm under the
If
pump.
we've probably lost you there. But number 1, obviously it was Echoes by Pink Floyd. I mean, it's it's amazing. It's
Yes.
Echoes. It is.
Cal's nearly being reduced to tears over this. You can hear.
It's amazing. 23 minutes. 23 minutes. I repeat, 23 minutes.
Bang.
Only missing out on the longest Pink Floyd song by about 20 seconds, I think, to Adam Hart Mother. Yeah. Echoes is probably... It's a top 5 Floyd song, I reckon. That with Shine On You Crazy Diamond as well.
Yep.
But the standout to me is the funky bit as well, like the little funker of yeah, that.
Yeah, that's a great part. That's a great part.
That gets me going in the morning. It's my wake up juice. So
yeah. Just reduce that to like a 2-minute song, and that would be a banger.
You could have just made that little instrumental part on the album, and it would have sufficed as well. But thank you for making it 23 minutes, so we can add it to the list.
Yes.
This was the obvious pick, I think. And curse you for not making Interstellar Overdrive 20 seconds longer, because that would have replaced Dogs, I reckon. Yeah. So
what about No Quarter? Not being 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah, well,
No Quarter's pretty close, not quite there though.
It's around 8 minutes, I think. Would have been. Yeah, something like that.
On you, Led Zeppelin.
That's God. No Quarter.
And Cashmere. What about Cashmere?
Well, that's not even close, is it? That's 5 minutes.
No, it's 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Oh, it is. Oh my God. Wow.
On you, Cashmere.
Wow. I didn't realize Cashmere was a place until I did that TikTok yesterday. But Cashmere was like,
yes.
like the cashmere sweaters.
Yep.
I thought that
No,
was yeah. I didn't.
it's made out of that's material from cashmere. They name a lot of things and are made from cashmere, just cashmere.
I didn't know that. So TikTok makes you smarter, parents.
Yeah, make sure to
Listen
watch
all around
TF
the world.
Cal. Makes you smarter.
Yeah, yeah. Well, slowly declining intelligence on the TikToks, but uh,
Yeah,
get education while you still can on it.
a lot of
So,
things declining on the TikToks, to be honest.
oh wow, oh, jeez, jeez,
That's
that's
harsh, so.
absolute diss. Okay. Anyway, moving on from that, we've got another returning segment. Overrated the underrated. This is Jack's
Yes.
personal favorite because he gets to have a segment off really.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. I
No,
just
no,
remember what I said.
yeah, he has. He's come prepared today though, so that is
Yeah.
quite lucky. Okay, so do you want me to start, or do you want to start with your little overrated or
No.
underrated?
I'll start.
Oh,
So
okay,
first one I've
starting
got
again. Wow. Okay.
overrated or underrated. Nutrigrain.
Oh, overrated. 100% overrated.
Wow,
It
I
is
agree. I'd have to
dreadful.
agree.
I hate it.
Yeah. I'd have to agree with you there. What do you think of Nutrigrain?
I think it's sticky, pointless, and it doesn't even taste that good. And it's just,
Mm.
yeah, no. Give me literally any other cereal on the face of the earth, and I'd eat it. But not Nutrigrain. I just can't. It's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd have to agree. I'm not a big fan. What about next one? Futurama.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna go overrated. I don't think it's high. I don't think it's very highly rated, but I just don't think it's as good as. I think.
I love Futurama.
Yeah. Well, I was actually watching it the other day. And I thought I had hope, and then it just kind of just wasn't very good.
Mm.
So.
First about 3 seasons of Futurama could rival The Simpsons in their peak. It's a very good show.
Whoa. Well, that is a big call.
Which is why I'm saying underrated. People think that if you watch Futurama, you're a big nerd. No, Futurama is a good, enjoyable show.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
my
know.
take.
My American cartoon watching doesn't really go far outside
This
of The
guy just
Simpsons
hates
and Family Guy.
America.
Well, I watch The Simpsons and I watch Family Guy. They're probably two of my
What
favorite
British
shows.
cartoons are there?
Not a whole lot to be honest. So.
What's that shitty one about the royal family where they make fun of like 5-year-old children?
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't be asked.
Anyway, so next one.
So yeah, final answer is overrated for that one.
Underrated for me. Okay,
Yep.
next one. Michael Jackson.
Overrated.
I think he's probably.
There's no way you can say Michael Jackson is underrated. Michael Jackson is
No,
possibly the
I
most.
like Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Actually, I'll say overrated.
but there's
I'll
no way
say
he's
overrated.
underrated. He's called the king of pop. There's no way. I don't think his music's that good. I don't think it's definitely no Pink Floyd. It's no Oasis even. It's no the Beatles. He might be more recognizable than the Beatles, but he's not better than the Beatles. It's plain.
This
and
might
simple.
have been a bad choice from me because
Yeah,
Michael Jackson is literally just key. Even if you like him, you can't say that he's overrated.
No, you can't say he's underrated. If you say Michael Jackson is underrated, that is.
Sorry, you can't say that he's underrated.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I can't. Yeah, overrated in
That's
every
righteous.
aspect ever. Okay.
Okay.
I'm,
Calm down, Cal. Calm down.
No. I'm saying this, and I'm going to say it, and I'm going to mean it. Jackson 5 was his best work. Yep. Yep.
Okay. Let's leave this.
Okay,
We
swiftly
start getting
moving
more
on.
bricks in our windows. Okay. So next one.
Yeah.
Next one we've got hockey.
Hockey or ice hockey?
No, just hockey. Field hockey.
I feel like it's appropriately rated, but I'm going to go overrated because I'm going to go overrated.
I have to agree. Hockey is the bane of my existence.
Yeah, well, we know that, but I don't.
Have I mentioned that on the podcast before? I think I have.
Yeah, definitely.
I like hockey.
I don't think it deserves to be an Olympic sport, particularly. And I mean, it's a sport. I think it's like your hatred for it isn't really helping by the fact that it's one of our countries' like sports that we have a lot of pride in at the Olympics. So.
Yes, but who cares about hockey? No one cares about hockey until every 4 years is the only time we ever care about hockey. So
I'll take
it's very overrated.
I'll take ice hockey over normal hockey any day. But
except Australia shit at ice hockey. So
yeah, well, we don't have any ice to skate on, do we?
Me and Cal are going on a gap year to England, I've decided, and we're going to support the
England.
English
Wow.
ice hockey team.
What about
Yep.
Russia or Canada or Finland
No,
or
I
someone?
want to watch a Wolves game, so
Oh, right.
I'm
Okay, fair
taking you
enough.
with me for my gap year.
Your
I'm
sole
deciding.
reason for us to go join the English Ice Hockey League is so you can go watch Wolverhampton.
Yeah, I want to go to Molineux Stadium. I feel like it's good vibes there. Good
Yeah,
vibes.
there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my next one is another sport, NFL.
Oh, overrated. With every fiber
Oh,
of its being,
I thought you liked NFL.
I like it, but it's just incredibly overrated. It's
I would say
like,
overrated too.
well, I don't think it would be overrated if there wasn't like those diehard Texan dad like coaches, like who are just like Sundays are for football, and they're
Mm.
just like, oh,
Middle-aged men
you
with
know what I mean?
sunglasses on, sitting in their car, Facebook profile pictures.
Yeah, kind of.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean. You know what I'm talking
I know
about.
what you're talking about, and you know what I'm talking about, and like it's yeah. I think Americans just
Mm.
have too much pride in that. It's too slow. It doesn't really uh, like it doesn't stack up to rugby union or AFL.
These
So
the
I mean
these
that
the lineup for the Super Bowl
even
halftime show.
even
Well, the NFL's lost another fan.
jeez. Even soccer, I think NRL's a lot better than soccer, like or football, whatever you want to call it. Just because, yeah, I don't know. At least the game moves. It's not like after every play you got to like have a break and like have a look what
Mm.
play you're gonna do. You know,
Mm.
and it's just yeah, it's painful to watch because you get ads every 30 seconds, and yeah, it's not worth
Mm.
it.
All right. Well, this is my last one that I've
Okay,
put on here. Okay, mine is the Cars Trilogy.
the what? Sorry.
The Cars Trilogy. Pixar
Oh
Cars Trilogy.
no, I'm going overrated. Can't underrate that.
I'm going overrated. I'm going overrated.
Yeah, overrated.
It's poor. Second movie is the worst Pixar movie ever until
Jeez.
like recent Pixar, I guess. But you know,
Wow. Yeah.
Cars 2 is very poor. Lightning McQueen's hardly even in it. It's just a stupid spy movie. I don't know why they even made it. Cars 3 is okay. Cars 1's good. It's a very overrated
I've
trilogy.
never particularly been a fan of the Cars like trilogy, so I mean, yeah, I have no issue saying it's overrated. I feel like people would probably defend that trilogy to the core, if,
Mm,
like the diehards, but
yeah.
I think anyone can agree it's kind of overrated. But you know,
Yes.
so
Yes.
now we've got my overrated v underrated questions. I've got quite a number of them. So let's get cracking. The Sid Barrett Pink Floyd era, overrated or underrated?
Well, basically, it's only one album which I like. So I'm going to say underrated.
I'm going underrated because I think. Actually, no. I've got a segment about this later, so I won't say too much. But yeah, underrated definitely.
Mm.
Okay, the grand final being at Optus Stadium, overrated or underrated?
Uh, uh, Overrated.
Ooh, okay. Well,
I don't like Opera Stadium. It's poor. It's poor atmosphere because
do you
the
reckon?
fence is too high up, and
Yeah.
especially on a grand final day when you want the fans as close to the players as possible, especially at the end of the game. It's the fence is too high up.
You're a bit of a
Not good fan
traditionalist, would you say?
interaction.
Like, I think you're very traditional in how you want your football to be.
If Melbourne finished last on the ladder this year, you would say the same as me.
No, okay,
'Cause
no.
you
Well,
only like me because
here's what I'm
Melbourne won
saying.
the flag game.
I think Optus Stadium had well, it's obviously a lot better than the Gabba. Like the Gabba's grand final was just horrible.
Yeah, I don't
That
know why
was
they did it together. To be
that
honest with you,
was atrocious. But well, it's because all the teams are in Queensland. So I mean, I thought it kind of made sense. But
because WA's borders were like tough to get into. This
yeah.
year was a bit
Anyway,
easier because they got exemptions.
being at I
Yeah,
think obviously the MCG is the best.
yeah, I'd say Optus is the second best,
It's obviously the
but
second best
I
because,
don't like it.
but I like it. I think we could definitely maybe Optus at night though. Optus at day, I'm not a huge fan of.
No, I'd prefer if it was Optus day. To be honest,
I
I don't
think
care. I'm not a
I'm going.
child. I don't give
Yeah,
a shit about a light show. To be honest
yeah.
with you. Actually, I've got one for you. Do you reckon the pre-game and halftime entertainment for the grand final it's hyped up too much? I don't care about it.
Are we talking about like the entertainers, or are we talking like
No, I'm
the
just thinking about it as a
entertainers?
whole, like how
About them?
people view it. Do you think it's overrated or underrated?
Uh, well, I think the pre-game coverage is underrated, but I think
No,
the
no,
actual
I'm talking about the pre-game
the
show.
performances are overrated
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they never like people say, oh yeah, that's a good song, but that's not. You
Mm,
want like a good band, and you want like a good like. I mean, obviously now it's a bit tough because you can't really get like international people,
mm,
but like I don't want to see all our homegrown people perform at a hub.
Mm,
much rather see like I don't know. Like I thought Birds of Tokyo were good. Like I like them, but I'd much rather
yeah,
see
well,
like some iconic band or some proper band perform it
yeah.
like before the game even. Like I thought 2019's entertainment had it right. It just like they were dead. Like
Mm.
it was terrible. So um I'm gonna say overrated. But I think if they can actually get the right people to do it, then it would be underrated.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, sorry for the long answer, but underrated, overrated. Sorry. Um, okay. Oz Post, overrated or underrated? This is near and dear to
Oh
your
no,
heart. So
no. This is part of Angry Jack.
this is Angry
So
Jack.
I can't. I won't spoil it.
Oh god,
A
you
new
decided to
segment.
bring Angry Jack back. Wow,
Yes. Well, no. You
wow.
told me this.
Oh jeez. I thought
You've
okay.
requested for me to bring it back,
Yeah,
Cal.
I was big advocate for the segment.
Yes. Yes. I've
Okay.
given in to your request.
Vinyls, underrated or overrated? In the current day
Um.
uses, not as in like back in the '60s, as in now.
No, underrated.
Yeah,
Underrated,
I'm
mate.
going
It's
underrated as
best
well.
sounding and the best. You know.
If you collect vinyls, I automatically like you're cool.
Weakest vinyl collector shows picture of Chad. It's very true.
Yeah,
And Cal both collect vinyls.
yeah.
Cal.
I'm
This
new to
is
the
where
game.
your grievances for Australia Post come from.
Well, yeah,
With your
I
vinyl
went.
collecting.
Yeah, it's been rough. Morning Glory took about a month to get here, so
Mm,
that was rough. But yeah, no. Underrated definitely. Especially if you
yep.
have invested in them. Okay,
Yes. Very
now
true.
here's one that I have a strong opinion on. Netflix originals.
They can either be really good or really shit. So I'll say underrated.
I'm going incredibly overrated. There has been
Really,
one Netflix original that I've liked, and that was
really.
Afterlife, which is probably my favorite show I've ever watched. Besides maybe The Inbetweeners or something. But yeah, Netflix originals, I can't get them. They're just too overproduced and
Squid
terrible.
Game's a Netflix original, isn't it?
I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't watched it.
A lot
I've
of
heard it.
popular shows are Netflix originals nowadays.
Yeah, I don't get the hype. Like so, this Squid Game one's a Netflix original, and I can't get around it. Yeah, for that respect.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
um,
All right, well,
okay. I've got five more, so hang in there.
yeah.
Okay. Ricky Gervais, overrated or underrated?
Uh, Underrated. He's pretty funny.
I'm going underrated because I don't think like. I mean, he's held to a high like regard, but I don't think
Mm,
people like. I don't think Americans understand him, and I feel like that's where a lot of your audience would like relies on, if you know what I mean. Because if you're
yeah,
not like having the American audiences, then you're probably not doing too well. And I don't think all Americans get him. I think he does a lot
yeah,
like a good job at actually persuading them, but I still feel like people can say, "Oh, that's a bit rude," which most of the time it is. But at least but I feel like everybody else can accept that it's like rude.
don't be a
It's
pussy.
comedy. It's like it's what it's meant to be. So I'm going underrated.
Mm,
And I mean his other career, so like Afterlife, as I mentioned, that's his show, Netflix original, one of my favorites.
yeah.
And The Office, obviously. So I mean he's a genius on and off stage. So yeah,
Bang.
so definitely underrated. And well, that's the other thing about him. People don't know he's like the creator of The Office. Like everybody just thinks it's Steve Carell or somebody. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, very
So
true.
so I feel like
Very
he's
true.
been underrespected in
American
that respect
moment.
as well. Yeah, I know. Okay, now I feel like there's an obvious answer here. Um, Overrated or underrated? Nintendo Switch.
Um, Overrated.
Yeah, overrated. I think they're convenient. I think they're decent, but I just don't. I
Yeah.
think yeah. I don't know. Don't like them that much.
The way they. Oh, sorry.
Jeez,
It's 11:23.
sleepy
The
moment.
way they work sort of pisses me off sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of like the handheld thing, so I'd rather just play it through a TV like a normal console. But you
Mm.
know, okay. Oz Rock, overrated or underrated?
Overrated.
I'd say overrated as well. I didn't really think of an answer before that, but probably overrated because I don't see that many standouts. If I'm being honest, like people like Australians hype this up as like, yeah, it's the good old songs that we
Mm,
listened to back in my day. But
yeah.
it's nothing's that great. There's maybe a couple of bands that I would consider great, but it's not like nowhere near the best genre ever. So I'd say
Oh well, yeah. I'm
I
not saying it's the best genre ever when I say
I'd
it's
say it's not. I'd say
underrated.
it's nowhere near the best genre ever. I don't think it would. Oz rock is just it's such a weird thing because people's definitions of it like change by the person you ask. Because one person will
Mm,
define it as like I don't know, in excess from the 80s and 90s, and then some person will define it as bloody Skeggs or someone or Tame Impala or someone.
yeah.
So there's I think the obvious answer is in excess is more Oz rock than Tame Impala, but
Mm-hmm.
but again, it's subjective, but I still think overall
Well,
the
I'm
term,
thinking of the Angels and shit.
yeah, I don't know. I think it's overrated as a like a like a culture really. So
If you like, if you like Aussie rock, listen to this album. I think, playlist on Spotify. I think it's called Pub Classics. I
yeah,
believe it's
yeah,
got a picture of
that's
a
the one.
big chicken schnitzel on the front, so you'll find it.
There you go.
If you like Aussie rock, that's a great playlist.
Jack Bro recommendations. Where we?
Bang.
Okay. Last two. The 80s, overrated or underrated?
Phew, this is a big one for me. Bloody overrated as
Oh,
hell.
absolutely, 100%
Bang.
overrated. I can't stand it.
I just feel like there's more shit music than any other
It oh
era.
well, okay, that's the thing. You either hate 80s music or you love it. There's no in between. It's like
Yeah.
it's like okay. I'd say some like there's maybe a handful of albums that I'd say are good albums, but the rest
Yeah.
is just absolute rubbish. I just
Yeah.
I can't stand it. I hate the aesthetic of the 80s. I hate the culture of the 80s. Uh,
Bowie.
yeah, it's just terrible. 70s and 90s over it any day. Um, so yeah, that's my 2 cents. Okay. Now final one. Gibson Gibson guitars. Overrated or
Overrated.
underrated? I agree. I think I'd much rather an Epiphone. I think
Yes,
they're
I've got my trusty Epiphone Les Paul, and it's a great little guitar.
yeah.
Actually, a big
Uh,
guitar, but
yeah. I don't. I've never got the hype around Gibsons. Like Fenders and Epiphones are probably the two that I'd go to if you know what I mean.
yeah.
Gibson just they've never done anything for me. Like I don't know why, but and
Buy me a dinner first.
the other brand that I just like can't really stand is Ibanez. Like I mean, it's more of a metal brand, but
Oh,
they're just not very nice looking guitars. So
well, okay. Jeez,
yeah,
we get some
controversial.
bricks in our windows. Let's move on to the next one.
Okay, swiftly moving on now. Now, okay, so that's all that was there for the overrated versus underrated. But
Yep.
over the last week or so, I'd say I've been getting really into early Pink Floyd, specifically the Sid Barrett era and Sid Barrett's story. So
Mhm.
I feel like this is going to be a little Sid Barrett appreciation segment here, because I feel like he doesn't get enough credit where it was due. Because really, he did found Pink Floyd, and I think his work goes under the radar. Not that it's like chronically underrated. It's just I don't think it's appreciated as it should be. So I've got a
Mhm.
couple of notes. He was a genius. Like I think he was a genius because he came up with some of the most I'd say game changing like music of the '60s, which I wouldn't say had a wider influence on music in the '60s, but when you look at it, it was not really anything that was like crazily popular at the time. And then so I think even when he lost his mind, like I think he a couple of his solo albums I think are definitely underrated.
Oh,
Um,
Cal's been listening to his solo albums, has he?
yeah, I have. I've had a little listen. I don't think that there's enough credit where credit's due there.
Oh,
He was an artist at heart, is in like painting artist, not musical artist. But for somebody whose main focus was actually painting, he did a bloody good job at music, I reckon.
yep. Bloody good
And
job.
when you think realistically, he was the second best songwriter Pink Floyd ever had. He's better than Gilmour,
Wow.
100%. Like
Wow.
Roger's obviously number one because I mean Roger, come on, but he's definitely up there. He's second, like without a doubt in my mind.
Jeez.
I'd probably say it goes Roger, Sid, Rick, David, and then Nick, obviously. But so I think yeah I can't express how good his like how I don't know how to describe it if you know what I mean. Like it was just so influential, I'd say, on my
This is just the segment where Cal speaks from the heart here. This
yeah.
is great.
This is the episodely um
I can just sit back,
segment.
relax, and listen to this.
Yeah. And yeah, when he did eventually lose his mind, which I think was really it was like one of music's greatest tragedies. It might not have been realized by that, but
The day the music died.
well, yeah. Um, no, yeah, it was like I've been watching a lot of stuff on like his decline, and it was like it was like really tragic when you really like dive into it because like he was like a perfectly fine, healthy looking, you know, uh bloke, and he's quite like good with people as well. So
Hmm.
and he was creative, and then just to see that all go to waste was uh quite like tragic because well did they ever really like find out what it was like I'm assuming my theory like well, not my theory but my opinion on it was probably just drugs
Mm.
uh getting his brain cells uh killed or whatever. But then there's the
Yep.
schizophrenic theory, and then there's like the music industry turned him into a monster kind of theory. But I think the drugs are the most logical theory. But
Dang.
yeah, I think just that in itself was like a very sad thing. And then like I love the Floyd boys, but to see how they kind of like dropped him off, it was very sad. Because
Mm.
I mean I don't know what you'd do in that situation, but it was very like it was an unfortunate way to go out for such a pioneer, I'd say. Um, and I mean, we got him to thank for starting probably one of the greatest bands of all time, without a doubt. So
Very
that,
true.
and then okay, the last part I've got for this segment, at least, is Jug Band Blues. I've just put that. It was his last thing he did with Floyd, and
Yep.
yeah, that song is haunting. That is incredibly haunting, I think.
Yes.
I've only recently discovered it, and I am right on it at the moment. So, um, yeah, it's because he wrote that when he was and recorded it when he was like fully out of it. Did he not? So,
Yeah.
and the lyrics, like, it's awfully considerate of you to think of me here, but I must assure you that I'm not here or something like that.
No, it's
Because
perfectly considerate you to
it's okay,
think
right? You know
of
what I
me
mean?
here. And I'm much obliged to you for making it clear that I'm not here.
Yeah, it's that. But this like that sparks a question in itself because you think if he's aware of that and then they've kicked him out and then they're like there's all this talk about him then it makes it tick what's actually going up inside of his head because I like I like it's a bit of a mysterious topic really because he was very he was I mean he was strange like I mean that was the whole uh like thing as the why what sparked fears but that was I thought, yeah, just I thought Jug Band Blues was particularly haunting to hear him put those lyrics down and sing that and play that really. So, and
Yeah.
that was his last hurrah with Pink Floyd, which was unfortunate, but
Bang.
it was an amazing song to go out on, I think. So, yeah, good job, Sid. Rest in peace. So
Yes,
yeah,
good job, young man.
yeah, that was. I probably went on a bit further than I thought I was going to go on with that,
Yes.
but
Well, I think it's time for a
Angry
bit of a
Jack.
bit of. Oh
Whoa,
yes, well you spoiled it. Sorry,
whoa!
that
Oh
was.
no, I'm
I've already
sorry.
done
I'm
this.
so sorry.
This is
This
my
is
big intro, and you've taken it off me.
this is
You
yeah.
just pulled it out
Well,
of my hand.
do you wanna
And
like
it's the
go again?
last second.
Do you wanna try
No,
that again?
no.
No, no, it's
Okay.
gone. Moment's gone.
We're on a tight schedule here.
No, no, we're not. We're trying to fill in minutes. We got 20 minutes to go.
No. This will be fine.
Oh,
So,
good.
the first thing about me, Jack, is a Wolves package. Honestly, it's just a disgrace. I could be here much earlier in my hometown. No, they leave it. It's their own little what do you call it, merchandise shop for nearly 2 weeks. Uh, you could just post it, but no, you got to wait that long. I'm sure it's not that difficult to post all your bloody shirts out. It's honestly ridiculous. Um, I was waiting for a week and a half, I think, them to just bloody post it. Then it gets into international transit where it's only like a 24-hour flight, and it takes 4 days for it to get out of international transit. Now with Australia, COVID sort of stuff, a lot of people are buying online. Now we have to wait for it because for a while because there's so many bloody packages that are in the Australia Post that's
Yeah, it's got
we
a
don't
backlog.
we're not able to get it quickly
What
because of the backlog. It's ridiculous.
what if this what
Really?
if the jersey comes and it doesn't fit you?
Oh, that would be even worse, wouldn't it?
That'll be horrible. I couldn't
Yeah,
imagine the circumstances that would or the fallout that would.
there'd be riots
Yeah,
in
well,
Ballarat, to be
jeez.
honest.
Will this waver your support for Wolverhampton in any way?
Uh, yes, I will destroy anything
Send an
Wolverhampton.
angry letter to the management of the store.
Yep.
Yeah,
They
jeez,
don't even
that's
give me an estimated time of arrival uh, straight away, so I'm a bit pissed off, to
well.
be honest.
You were perfectly happy before the podcast, and then I told you there was a backlog at Ozpost, and you got
No, no,
fired
no,
up.
no, no. I'm angry about because now it's in Australia. It's in the Australia Post facility in Melbourne
Hmm.
now. But the fact that it's taken so long to get there when I ordered it weeks ago is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's well, I don't think I've any. I haven't ordered anything over the last week or two. I don't think so. I think I've
hmm
avoided that log narrowly.
Well, I haven't
But
ordered anything over the last week or two either.
well,
But
yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, I didn't realize international transit was so fast. Like I just assumed
well,
it took.
it wasn't fast for me. So
No, well, it was overnight. So I mean that was fine. But no,
mm,
it did take. Well, I mean you should have thought about that before you ordered from bloody England. So um, yeah, well, that's a learning curve. Would you say?
yeah. Well, and I've got another package
Oh,
that
jeez,
arrived today. Oh, sorry, a few days ago.
exciting stuff. Yeah.
Uh, I wasn't there to sign off on it because I was on holidays,
Oh no.
and they only go and take it back to their facility because I couldn't sign off on it, and now I have to wait a few days to be able to pick it up from their facility.
No, jeez.
Toll.
Any
It's
reveal
not
on what it is?
Australia Post. It's Toll. It's it's just
Bro.
another shirt.
Not to slander anybody, but Toll are just the most painful people to get packages off. They are
Yeah,
the
the
head.
biggest scum.
Some of my headphones that I had that I ordered a couple of years ago, it took me like 2 months to get them from their. Like I missed the signing, so and they went back to their facility, and then it got lost or something, and it took me two whole months to like actually get the headphones after they'd arrived. So it was a bit of a shambles, but yeah. Oh well,
Yeah.
we can forgive. Um,
Mm.
do you have anything else for Angry Jack this week, or is that your
No, that's it for me, Jack.
wow?
So
Jeez.
there is one about the grand final.
Oh no.
It's Cody Waitman. What a disgraceful
Oh
performance
wow.
from Cody Waitman. Very overrated player.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
Yeah.
saw that coming from a mile away. Um,
Well,
well, he smacked his head on the goalpost. So do you think that had anything to do with
mm,
it? Could have.
no,
Don't know. No.
no. I think it's just because
Just
he's overrated.
played. Yeah. He took a mark and he's kicked a couple of goals, and now, as they do, the commentators are having their bloody fit about Um, oh, this is the future of football, yada yada yada. But you know,
Yeah,
the casual.
maybe he is, but not now, not yet.
Yeah, no. Is he a first year or second year player? Do you know?
I think it's first year.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen him. I didn't know who he was before a couple of weeks until he took out Mark and Scorn, really. But yeah. So that was unfortunate. But shall we move on to everybody's
Yes.
favorite segment? It's reading TFL comments. Wowee, what a segment!
Wow.
Honestly,
I love
like,
this segment.
how else would you want to wrap up a podcast? This is it's amazing, is it not?
Yes, no, it's the best segment ever. To be honest with you.
It is. Oh, yeah. I think I might have to pick up my game because we're slowly running out of comments
Getting
to
less
actually
comments.
read.
Yeah,
So
well, luckily we're away for an extra week, so we do.
yeah,
Have a
we've
few
had a
more.
bit of time to amount them.
So where did we get up to?
I don't remember, but
It
I've
was
got.
Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds thing where I commented a very bad, very. Oh wait, did I?
I don't know. Did you?
I commented something. Oh wait, no, it's not this one. It's Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds. The thing, and it's what is it? The in betweeners clip of the High Flying Birds, and
Yeah.
there's not much really going on
No,
here.
yeah, I was a bit out of ideas that day. So
Yep. This is the big boy. Pink Floyd albums is Simpsons clips.
yeah,
48 comments.
couldn't
Wow.
believe that. Wow.
And this one grinds your gears, doesn't it? This first comment that I'm looking at. This is so
Probably.
good. Surly Metallica next.
Yeah. I saw a few of those comments and I just kind of had to be nice and play it off as if
And
I was
you replied
actually
with
going to do it. So
you replied with don't know enough about Metallica, but cheers anyway. And I could just hear the pain inside your voice. You will
oh,
never do Metallica in your
I
life.
will never do it. I was considering it the other day actually because I'm just looking for something to revive the old TikTok just so I can get on my feet.
Don't do it, Cal.
TikTok
Don't give
wise,
in.
I don't think I will. I think I'm pretty strong in my ways, so I think I'll
Okay, well,
avoid that.
we got me and my 73 likes with
Yeah,
I think this guy
that's huge
likes
for me.
Oasis.
Wow. Yeah.
It's
Do
not-
you want to read
it's
my
Pink Floyd. I
top
don't
three
know.
comments of the week just so you don't spoil them? Because I think I've got a
Yeah.
few good comments going here.
Yep.
Okay, so I've got the comment of the week. So returning segment, wowie.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, but I've got three other comments aside from the comment of the week, and these are my favourite comments from the time period of which we last did this.
We only do this on Mondays.
Yeah, we only do this on Mondays. Coming in number 4, we've got, please just stop making these videos. Now they're just painful to watch. Are you doing this on purpose? This was on the animals TikTok, I think. The animal, that one, you know. That was
very rough.
that really cheered me up. That made my day.
What?
But yeah, I don't. Yeah. To answer his question, speaking from the heart here, no, I'm not doing this on purpose, and yes, I am aware they've always been painful to watch. So thank you. Thank you for
Someone
your
woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
constructive criticism, I'd say.
Yeah.
Not many.
Speaking of someone who woke up at the wrong side of the bed, there was this guy at this waffle store at the place I went to on holidays, and he was really angry about something. I don't know what he's angry about. And then
Bulldogs
went up
in the
to
premiership.
when he picked up his thing from the waffle store, they stopped making waffles at a certain time before they closed. So
Why does a
people
waffle
weren't hanging
store
around
stop
before they
making
closed.
waffles? What's the point
No,
of
because
that?
they closed and they
Yeah,
stopped making waffles
right.
about 20 minutes before they shut, so they didn't have people hanging around after they shut.
Right, yeah.
And he got really angry about it, and then he went up to the counter and he said, and he saw this person who wasn't wearing a mask and they had a medical exemption, and he's like, why isn't that person wearing a mask? And he had these John Lennon glasses on, and it was really, he was just really angry about something.
Didn't happen to be you, did it?
No, it was not me.
Okay, just getting that straight.
Hey, I don't give a fuck about masks. Yeah, but he woke up on the wrong side of the bed, and this is another man who said, "Are you doing this on purpose?" Who's woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Yeah, well,
Which I'm commenting, which I'm replying to, and saying that.
Oh, right, okay.
Why did some guy just randomly reply to it with Blackbird question mark? I think you didn't mean to reply to that guy.
Yeah, probably not, but no, Blackbird.
Politics aside.
Yeah,
Someone's just questioned.
Because I put Rage Against the Machine in there, and then I said politics aside because I didn't want to get political on my Like
You
I like
put
the song.
Pig's three different ones without politics aside. You agree with Pig's three different ones.
Pigs three different? Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of a different song. Never mind. Sorry. Um,
How
yeah,
come you
I
didn't
don't.
put
Well, I
politics
mean,
aside on?
I feel like people more identify politics with Rage Against the Machine, so I feel like it was
I think
more needed
Animals
there.
is very political, mate.
Well, it is, but I think just yeah, I don't know. I think I think Rage Against the Machine probably warranted it more because people like
Yeah,
they're
fair.
a bunch of anarchists. Sorry, I didn't say that.
Yes.
Um,
I'll love to suck off the government, everybody.
no,
He,
okay,
I'm
just
kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
look, wow, okay.
No.
Like just I don't want to get any bloody big comments about how Rage Against the Machine had done this, and something about how the government are doing this, and yada yada yada. So I put politics aside. I
Yeah.
don't have an opinion on politics online. So I'm just leaving it,
Okay. Well,
leaving it be.
let's get another comment, another top
Okay,
three
well,
comment.
number three. Coming at number three, I've gone for. I think this guy likes Oasis times 4 or 5. I don't know. I've lost count.
Yes. What video is this of?
Well, multiple, obviously. So,
Yeah.
throughout the week, that was the reliable
Very
comment, I'd
popular.
say.
Very
Never knew what he
popular.
was
I
going to do
didn't
next.
comment on the Nog Alex High Flying Birds one. A very mean comment.
Yeah,
So,
I was distraught after that one. That was yeah,
I'm giving
extremely
some
rough to.
constructive feedback.
Well, it was yeah.
He's not a very nice guy.
Shot myself in the foot by doing that one because I knew it wasn't going to do well. But oh well.
They said.
Okay, now number two, we've gone. Why the hell is it slowed down? And the reason for that is it's copyright.
Which one is it?
Probably a combination of a few, but this is the one I found. So I think it might have been. I don't know, but yeah. Even after people explained that it was so I didn't get copyrighted, people he was in denial. He said it's still annoying. But would you rather hear your favorite artist, or would you just rather not have them at all? I think I'd be taking the.
I'd rather. We need this.
We need.
Yeah,
I think it was
need
Led
this in our
Zeppelin. So I
lives.
mean, this was directly targeted at you.
So what is this? What was this off? Is this
I don't
off
remember. It
Ben's
was
least best, most popular song? No.
it was one of them. I don't
About
know.
songs by title, Animals Edition.
I don't remember what it was on, but I must have said.
Know who let the dogs out?
Yeah. Okay. Well, there we go. Top comment of the week. Know who let the dogs out. That was my mistake. That was I couldn't believe it. I read that and I nearly broke down because how could I forget such an iconic song? That was.
Did you see my Snapchat story about the kid who found out who let the dogs out?
I did, but I've forgotten what it was, and I was probably
no.
outraged at the time. But oh, okay. No, let's
Hang on,
okay.
hang on. Oh, wait, never mind.
Swiftly avoid. But yeah, I thought no who let the dogs out was a bit of a genius comment. Can't tell if he's memeing or if he's being serious, but I hope he's serious because I'm serious about it as well. I am.
You didn't even like that comment.
Yeah, I know. I'm a bit of a.
Did I spoil your number one?
Yeah, you did. So I want an apology right now.
Cal moment. Well, is that it for your top?
Yeah, that's me done. I thought that was a pretty solid couple of comments from a pretty terrible week. So
let's start with top 10 songs by title, Animals Edition. So you got.
Okay.
Oh my god, you finally did it. You made a video without including Oasis. You're lucky I forgot of Songbird's existence.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Not much more to say. I've addressed that obviously. So.
Yes. And then I wrote, I think this guy likes Pink Floyd, which got 32 likes. Top comment again.
Can you confirm whether that guy likes Pink Floyd or not? I have no relation to him. So.
I think he might. Yeah. I mean, the album's called Animals. And then the guy replied with, I thought he liked Oasis, which is, I'm glad this is now a staple of your channel now. Just saying, I think this guy likes...
You're a trendsetter. You're influential in the comment section.
Yes.
People look up to you.
One guy said, how are Muffin songs on here, realistically?
I think that was a valid choice. I feel like there were definitely worse options there.
Wait, I replied to the wrong comment. Shit.
Oh, jeez, this is embarrassing.
Oh, no.
You've had a stinker today, mate.
Shit. I did delete that comment. I'm embarrassed now. Don't worry about it. And one guy said War Pigs by Black Sabbath.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that, which I remembered just after posting it, and I cringed. But I could not be bothered to remake or re-edit the TikTok. So,
Yes.
War Pigs would have been in there if I had have remembered it. But
Okay, Octopus Garden.
no,
Not good enough.
not good enough.
This guy replied with.
Yeah,
What did you mean
obviously.
by politics aside?
Wow.
He's a redneck. I'm going to reply to.
What?
You should one say he's a redneck.
You.
I ain't getting the vaccination. I don't trust the government. Well done.
Somebody's going to take that out of context, and it's going to look very bad.
Rage Against the Machine, Political Gods.
No comment. No comment.
This man is a redneck, everybody. Cal McBride is a redneck. Sorry, everybody.
Jeez. This is
One guy said Elephant Stone. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, no clue. So, we already had 2 Elephant songs on there, so, I mean, I think it would have been pushing to have a third, but,
Yeah, okay.
Don't want to overcrowd it with particular animals. No bias here.
Yeah. Know who let the dogs out? The best comment of the week.
That was amazing. I cracked up at that.
Yeah. Dogs, War Pigs, and Bulls on Parade are my top 3. Says Ewan Reviews. Sorry.
Thank you.
100% correct. Says Anderson Smiths. Even though there's no Who Let the Dogs Out on there.
Yeah, I don't even agree with 100% correct, and I made it. It's my opinion.
Okay. Dogs is such a good song. Says Skylar Cottrell.
Okay. Yes.
Very true.
Yes. True. Real and true.
Mike Flynn just goes shush, bang. He just says shush.
Yeah,
so get out of your tail.
Ended my career. That was on a rapid downhill anyway. So I mean, he's just give me the final blow there.
This was your third favorite comment. Please just stop making these videos now. They're painful to watch. He's just milking the tea of cow.
I have been for about 2 months. So I mean,
the podcast's thriving more. Even though we haven't posted for a week.
Yeah, well, yeah. I feel like we're even milking this a bit. We're kind of recycling content, but
yeah, okay.
Well, I think it's still going strong.
Question mark. Another one.
Why was that so hard for people to understand?
Why does everyone think you're an anarchist?
I don't know. No, wouldn't that make me the opposite?
Gogolito agrees. Who says politics aside? I feel. Look at him. He's got a nose ring. Oh no, he doesn't. Never mind. Sorry, Gogolito. I think you're watching this.
What?
He's got pronouns in his bio. He agrees. Okay. This one says mugged off. I am the walrus.
I put him at 10th. I thought that was pretty generous.
Not good enough.
Not good enough. Wow. Where would you?
Would you the animal series?
No, I'm out of animals.
So this guy says nah, sheep over everything.
I didn't put sheep on then, did I? No.
He's probably the weakest on the album.
Yeah, I tend to agree, but
And this guy said Octopus Garden ? Not good enough again.
I don't think it's that good. I think I think Beatles fans are just kind of overcompensating. I gave them.
Should be here.
I gave them I Am the Walrus. I think they should just settle because you've got something.
Just calm down. Calm down. Everything Beatles. Yeah. This guy says sheep should be here instead of pigs on the wing.
No. Pigs on the Wing has not sentimental value. That's the wrong word, but it's got a good meaning. It's got a good.
TFL disagree moment.
Yeah, I disagree with every. If I don't like a comment, I more than likely disagree with it. So I mean,
what's the meaning, Cal?
Well, I mean, it was written, right? I have this.
Written.
It was written to his wife at the time. So yeah. Well, I mean, it was just talking about how when they've met, they're good, they're going good. But if they hadn't have met, how things might not have been so good, if you know what I mean. So there you go.
Very true.
Yeah.
We'll make this the last comment section reading.
Yep.
For the day.
Okay.
And this one's no Columbia, sad face.
Well, I'd like it to be known that Colombia, the country, is spelled different to how they spell Colombia. Therefore, it is invalid. Mm.
Yeah, well.
Disproved by hard facts and logic.
You just said no. You just said wrong Colombia. I feel like you probably should have explained it a bit better.
Well, I got ratioed, so I mean, it's a bit rough day at the office, but
it's spelled wrong. I'm going to reply. This guy says, "Gotta love George Ezra."
Yeah,
can't wrong with a bit of him.
Oh, I said that. Oops.
Glasgow should have been here, there in my honour, says MSCJ Grey.
No bias. We're not a
Advice. We
bias,
don't pander
not
to
a
our
bias
fans.
TikToker.
And I said I think this guy likes Oasis, but it got 0 likes, which I'm pretty sad about.
Yeah. Well, it was a bit of a flop
It's
of a
because I was
video.
late to the party. I was late to the party,
Yeah,
bro. I
flop
commented
video.
that.
Got no views.
Not even you liked it.
Yeah, that's rough.
So
I'm
next
saying
one.
neutral in the comments now because people just get angry when they say liked by creator. So
This guy says Hotel California. Question mark, question
no,
mark,
I
question mark.
reckon overrated. I reckon.
Overrated.
People,
And this guy says
Vegas
Hong
and
Kong by
Philistines.
Gorillas, question mark.
No. What do you think?
Wow.
You're a bit of a Gorillas fan.
No,
No?
I don't like it.
Wow.
No,
Jeez,
it's not top 10.
Even the Gorillas fan agrees.
It's not top 10.
Not top 10.
And then this guy's the Snuts Glasgow, says Sam24.
Yeah. Well, that probably should have been in honorable mentions with Catfish in the bottom ends Glasgow, but oh well.
Mm.
Kinda got the
One
gist.
review says top 3 are correct.
I don't even remember what the top 3 were. It was Kashmir, something, and something.
Okay, we got back in the USSR. What are you thinking?
Probably could have made it, but if we're going off my humble opinion, it wouldn't
Not
have.
good enough.
So not good enough. No.
Columbia Oasis. Wrong spelling.
I couldn't believe the outpour Columbia got. I was very impressed. They were rivaling up against me, which
Your
is,
fans know. Your fans know.
they know where it's at. So there you go.
Well, a bomb on Wardour Street. I don't know what the fuck that is.
What was it?
A bomb on Wardour Street.
Yeah, no, never. Is there an artist with it?
Well, clearly, I don't think he's talking about his own personal situation.
No, is he listed an artist with it?
Yeah, no, he hasn't. It just says a bomb in Wardour Street.
Oh, well, he could be talking about his perfect. No, right.
It's by the Jam.
Oh. Yeah, I feel like
No, that's oddly specific.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Very oddly. It's not. They're saying it like it just has to be there. How would you not include a bomb on Wardour Street?
I feel like there were definitely more convincing songs that could have been there rather than the bomb on Wardour Street.
I think that's one's not very high on the list.
No, probably might take a couple of episodes to get there if you're gonna. Yeah.
Well, that's it for that.
That's it.
Video, which was a bit of a flop. 0.85 views. Disappointing.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I woke up and it was just, jeez.
It needs a bit of a rejig here. This bloody TFCal TikTok channel.
I don't know what to do.
He's not thriving.
I'm not. I'm drowning slowly.
What was your last real big banger? You know, like just go wow. Probably part 6 of band's first most popular song.
Yeah, whatever the one with Damon Albarn on the front was, that did pretty well. That's now my most viewed and liked. There you go. That's had a big resurgence over the last.
On the front.
It's one of the most viewed least, but I don't remember what part, 5 or 6 or something.
Oh.
That's
part 2.
No, go to it's
It
like
is the one with Damon Albarn on the front.
part 2. Oh no,
No.
that's underrated.
No, but that's most underrated.
It's he's wearing like a yellow sweater and playing a guitar. So.
Oh yeah, part 389,000 views.
How many likes has it got?
86.9k.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
61 comments.
It's done like 20k in the last week. So I mean, 20k likes.
The top comment is 9,384 likes. It's crazy how the Strokes' last stream song still has 6 million streams.
Yeah,
unbelievably.
That's I feel like my reply even got a couple of likes, which is rare, but
yeah, well,
so yeah,
1,000.
Bit of I don't know what dictates whether one of those videos do well or not. I think it's probably the bands, but like
you've got a few popular songs. You've got Fleetwood Mac, Gorillaz, the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
What else?
The
Strokes.
I feel like I've definitely had better parts than that. So I feel like
Sam Fender.
Yeah.
People new to this must be like, how the frick has he got like these huge artists next to bloody Sam Fender and Franz Ferdinand?
Well, people were outraged about that in the comments. Like, who is this Sam Fender? Who is Sam Fender?
Can you do the jam next, please? Oh, bang.
I did actually do them. So there you go. You're welcome. Humble.
Why?
What do you mean?
Why? 0.5 seconds of the least known and 1 minute of the most. We already know what the most sounds like.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, here's the thing. When you make these, you got to get the phrasing right so it makes sense. So you're not just saying, say Wonderwall, for example. So somehow I realised what you got it, and it just cuts off. But you got to finish the
Yeah,
phrase, don't you? So and
I suppose.
most of the time, like the least streamed songs are least streamed for a reason. So they're obviously like slow or something. But so they're gonna have longer phrases. So you got to
I
like
just
kind of
promoted this guy and said have a quack.
fair enough.
So there you
Yeah.
go. Be the free Sam Fender. God.
Sam Fender is incredibly. He's coming out with some good stuff of late. So he's got a new album coming out.
Oh, okay. I
Bit of
guess we'll stop
Futurama
reading
here.
the comments of this
But yeah,
one.
I
I think we've already done it.
yeah
But,
probably. But I couldn't believe that many people didn't. Oh, I mean, they're probably the Americans, but I can't believe
Yes,
that many
can't
people didn't
peak.
know who Sam
The
Fender was.
Americans have infiltrated the TFL channel.
It sounds like I hate America. I don't hate Americans. It just they don't have my same music opinions. So therefore, I am always just as critical of their music opinions as they are of mine. So I
Yeah.
think it's warranted somewhat. But,
Yes. Very nice.
I don't know. I feel like just because I listen to British music and I put it on my TikTok, and then Americans find it, and then they're all like, "What is this? Why is this not here?" Like
Who is
it's
this man?
they,
I do not know.
it's they don't get that there's music outside of America because
Mm.
when that happens, you can picture it, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, and maybe Nirvana if you're feeling edgy. So
You feeling it? Yes, very true.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I've seemed to be getting a few Metallica fans, so maybe if I jump ship,
Yeah, he
and
might. Yeah, that's possible.
yeah, that might be a plausible idea to get the views back up. But no, I'm that's not what I'm in it for. I'm in it for the pure sharing opinions part. That's why I do it.
Yes,
Wow,
yes, very fair.
incredibly inspirational there. That was
Yes, that's fair.
yeah. Oh god, I gotta sneeze. This could be bad. It's gonna be
Oh,
bad for the podcast.
boy, oh boy.
Okay, I think I've held it in. I think it's fine.
Okay, good, good. That's very lucky.
That was nearly a terrifying game of moment. Right. So have we got any more? Or are we going to wrap this up? Because we've
No.
hit the hour and a half mark. So I mean,
Yeah, well, I think we better finish it
done
there
pretty
because
well.
12 a.m. So
Oh,
we better,
lovely. I've got school in
yeah, better
7
ease up.
8 hours. Nice.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So if you haven't already, don't be afraid to go follow the Instagram at One of These Days podcast on Instagram.
Yep.
Sub to the YouTube. Don't know if you're listening on here or Spotify. If you've made it to this point. And if you
Mhm.
have made it to this point, thank you very much. We appreciate every single one of you.
Yep.
Have you got any closing words, Mr. Bray?
No.
No?
Thank you for listening. If you've made it all this way, make sure to tune in next Thursday or whatever day it is
This
for you.
Thursday, thank you.
Next
Thank you.
podcast.
Hello?
Oh,
Okay.
this,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so as always, thank you everybody if you made it this far. Thanks for listening. We'll see you on Thursday. Peace and love.